we are discussing exercise 2.2 of chapter number 2, polynomials. The first question is, find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomials and verify the relation between the zeros and the coefficient. So first we will find out the zeros of the given polynomial, which is x square minus 2x minus 8. What we need to do is, we have to split the middle term and write it as x square minus 2x and written as minus 4 plus 2. So it is minus 4x plus 2x minus 8. Okay. Now from these two terms we can take out x in common. So this will give you x minus 4 remaining term, plus here you can take out 2 in common. So then this will become x minus 4. That means x minus 4 in common from the two terms. Remaining will be here x, here 2, in between plus sign. So you have factorized this into a product of two linear factors, that is x minus 4 and x plus 2. Now we can say that x square minus 2x minus 8 will be 0, or it will be 0, or this term will be 0 when either x is equal to 4 or x is equal to minus 2. Okay, so the zeros of, so x square minus 2x minus 8 is 0 is equal to 0 when either x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. That means either x is equal to 4 or x is equal to minus 2. Therefore, the zeros of the polynomial of the given polynomial are 4 and minus 2. Okay, so this is your first part. Next is, after finding out the zeros, they are asking you to find out the relationship, or you have to verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So that verification we will do. Now for verification, what all we have to check is, we will take the two roots as alpha and beta and find out what is your alpha and beta, alpha plus beta and alpha beta, that is sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. Okay, so let us take alpha, one term as alpha, which is 4, and beta as minus 2. So sum of the zeros or sum of the roots is equal to alpha plus beta, which is equal to 4 plus minus 2, which is giving you 2. Okay. Now we have to connect this sum of the zeros with what we have to actually get. It is minus b by a, or you can say negative coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. What is the coefficient of x here? It is minus 2. And what is the coefficient of x square? It is 1. So we are just rewriting this term as, since we have to convert it into minus b by a form. Here what is your a? Here you can see that your a is 1, b is minus 2 and c is minus 8, right? So from this concept we can just write or rewrite this 2 as minus of minus 2 divided by 1, that is also giving you 2. That means this is nothing but minus of minus b by a, or minus of coefficient of, sorry, this is minus, can written as minus, what is minus 2? It is b. So it is minus b by a, or you can say minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Okay, so you have got sum of the zeros is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of x square. So one verification is over. Okay, next is, you have to find out the product of the zeros is equal to alpha beta, which is equal to 4 into minus 2, which is minus 8. Now this minus 8 should be written as, you have to just see, or else you can just separately do and tell that they are equal. Okay, you can find out sum of the zeros, stop here, and then you can start with this one minus b by a. If both are coinciding, you can say that sum of the zeros is equal to this one, or else you can just take from this side and reach here. Okay, product of the zeros is alpha beta, which is minus 8. Now you can connect by this, product of the zeros should be c by a. C by a means it is constant term divided by coefficient of x square. What is c by a? Here you see minus 8 by 1, right? Minus 8 by 1. So it is minus 8 by 1, which can be written as c by a, which is again written as constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So this is how you have to just show the verification part, and this part is your finding out the zeros. Okay. Next subdivision is 4s square minus 4s plus 1. So this can be again written as 4s square minus 2s minus 2s plus 1. Okay. Now from these two terms we can take out 2s in common, so that the remaining part will be 2s minus, here it will be 1. Again you need 2s minus 1, so that here we can just take a negative out, or you can say negative 1 out, so that the remaining term will become again 2s minus 1. From both the things you can take out 2s minus 1 in common, so that the remaining will be again 2s minus 1. So your 4s square minus 4s plus 1 is 2s minus 1 into 2s minus 1. That means this has zeros when 2s minus 1 is equal to 0, or you can say s is equal to 1 by 2. 2s equal to 1 and s equal to 1 by 2. But it is actually repeated rows or repeated zeros. So 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 will be the zeros of the given polynomial. Okay. So 4s square minus 4s plus 1 is 0 when x is equal to 1 by 2, x equal to 1 by 2. Therefore the zeros of the polynomial are 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Okay. We are just equating this 2s minus 1 to 0, so that we get 2s is equal to 1 and s is equal to 1 by 2. This is what we are getting the value. So this is s equal to. Got it? Now the second part is the verification, where you have to just check whether the zeros which you got satisfy the equation or not. That means sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. Okay. So we'll start with let alpha is equal to 1, beta is equal to the other one, and we will just start with sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros is alpha plus beta, which will give you half plus half, which is 1. Now we can go to this side, that is what is your negative coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. These two should be actually equal, right? Which is minus b by a, and minus b by a is minus of, what is b here? Minus 4. Minus 4 divided by a is 4, so that you are getting 4 cancel, negative into positive 1. So both are getting the same value or giving you the same value as 1. So you can say that therefore the sum of the zeros is equal to negative coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. So this is another way to show the thing. First problem I have shown in some other way, this is another way. Both the ways you can use. Okay. Now we have to check for the product of the zeros is equal to, you have to get alpha beta. Alpha is 1 by 2, beta is 1 by 2, so your product is 1 by 4, right? Now we will start with what you have to get, constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So we will start with constant term divided by coefficient of x square is equal to c by a. What is the constant term? C. What is c here? A is 4, a is 4, b is minus 4, c is 1. So c will give you 1, a will give you 4. Both are having 1 by 4 as the value. Therefore, product of the zeros is equal to c by a, you can write, or you can write constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Okay, so this is the verification part. Hence you have verified. Next question is subdivision 3, 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. So that can be written as 6x square minus 7x minus 3. Now this minus 7 can be broken and written as, that is a very term splitting, can be written as minus 9x plus 2x will give you minus 7x minus 3. Now these two has something in common, which is 3x. Remaining is, here Here you have 2x, here you have 3. Plus this is again 2x minus 3. So that 2x minus 3 is in common for both the terms, and remaining will give you 3x plus nothing means it is 1. Okay, so these are the two terms. Now this should be, this has a zeros, two zeros which you have to find out, will give you as either this is equal to 0 or this is equal to 0. Now 2x minus 3 equal to 0 will give you 2x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 3 by 2. And 3x plus 1 equal to 0 will give you 3x equal to minus 1 or x is equal to minus 1 by 3. So x equal to 3 by 2 and x equal to minus 1 by 3 are the zeros of the polynomial. Okay. So you can say that 6x square minus 3 minus 7x is 0 when either x is equal to 3 by 2 or x is equal to minus 1 by 3. Therefore, the zeros of the polynomial are 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. Okay. 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 2. Now for verification part, you will take one value as alpha. Suppose alpha is 3 by 2, then beta will be minus 1 by 3. Okay. Now you have to go for the sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros is equal to alpha plus beta, which is 3 by 2 plus minus 1 by 3 will be giving you 3 by 2 minus 1 by 3, which will give you denominator 6, and this will give you 9 minus 2, which is equal to 7 by 6. Okay. Now we'll go for what is A, B and C. A is your 6, B is minus 3 and C is minus, A is 6, B is minus 7 and C is 6. We have rearranged. C is 3. We have rearranged and written, right? So here you will get the coefficient of x is giving you B. So A is 6, B is minus 7 and C is minus 3. From that you can just compare the negative coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square will be what? It is minus B by A, minus B is minus 7 by A is 6, so we are getting 7 by 6. So both have the same value. You can say that sum of the zeros is equal to negative coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Okay. Now going for the product of zeros will be alpha beta. What is alpha here? 3 by 2 into minus 1 by 3. We give you minus 1 by 2. Now we go for constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Constant term is what? Your constant term is C, which is minus 3, right? Coefficient of x square is A. This is your C by A. So you get minus 3 by 6, which is minus 1 by 2. So both have the same value. Therefore you can say product of the zeros is equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Hence your verification is over. Okay. Fourth subdivision is 4u square plus 8u. Here you have common, which is 4u. Therefore you will get the remaining part as plus 2. You can say that this polynomial is 0 if either u is 0 or u plus 2 is 0. Okay. 4u square plus 8u is 0 if u is 0 or u plus 2 is 0. That is, if u is 0 or u is equal to minus 2. Therefore, the zeros of the polynomial are 0 and minus 2. Okay. Now for verification part, we'll just write the comparing your ax square plus bx plus c. You will just have your polynomial a as 4, b as 8 and c as 0. Nothing means it is 0. Constant term is 0. Okay. And let alpha is equal to 0 and beta is equal to minus 2. Now we'll start with sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros is equal to alpha plus beta, which will give you 0 minus 2 equal to minus 2. Now we will go for negative coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square, which is minus b by a. Okay, and minus b is what? Minus 8. A is 4, so we are getting it to be minus 2. Therefore, sum of the zeros is equal to negative coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. This is one verification. Now we will go for product of the zeros. What are the product of the zeros? Product of the zeros will give you alpha, beta. Alpha is 0 and beta is minus 2. So you get 0. Now what is your constant term divided by coefficient of x square, which will be c by a, and that is c is here 0. So 0 by 4 will again give you 0. You can say that product of the zeros is equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Hence your verification is over. Fifth subdivision is t square minus 15. You can rewrite it as t square minus root 15 the whole square. So it is now in the form a square minus b square, which can be written as a plus b to a minus b. So we get t plus root 15 into t minus root 15. Okay, now again this polynomial is equal to 0. T square minus 15 is equal to 0. Either t plus root 15 equal to 0 or t minus root 15 equal to 0. That means you are getting t is equal to either root 15 or t is equal to root 15. Therefore, the zeros of the polynomial are root 15 and minus root 15. Okay. Verification part. Here you can just check what is your a. A is 1. B, you don't have any term for t, so it is 0. And c is your constant term, which is minus 15. Okay. Now we will take alpha as root 15 and beta as minus root 15. Now sum of the roots, sum of the zeros is equal to alpha plus beta, which will give you root 15 plus minus root 15, which is 0. And negative coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x will give you minus b by a, which is minus b is 0 here, 0 by 1, which is again 0. Therefore, sum of the zeros is equal to negative coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x. Okay. Next, you have to start with product of the zeros, which is alpha beta, which is again alpha is your root 15 and beta is your minus root 15. Root 15 into root 15 will give you 15 and minus into plus is minus. So you have minus 15 as your product. Now you have to check for your what is your constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Constant term is minus 15. This is your c by a, which is minus 15 divided by a is 1, again minus 15. So getting both to be same. Therefore, product of the zeros is equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Okay. Subdivision 6 of question number 1 is 3x square minus x minus 4, which can be written as 3x square minus 4x plus x. Plus 3x will give you a minus x. Okay. Now from these two you have something in common, which is x. So you get 3x minus 4 here, and here again you can see 3x minus 4. So that can be written as such. Now 3x minus 4 is in common, remaining will be x plus 1. Now this 3x square minus x minus 4 will be 0 if 3x minus 4 is either 0 or x plus 1 is either 0. That will give you x is equal to 4 by 3 or x is equal to minus 4. Okay. Therefore, the zeros of the polynomial are 4 by 3 and minus 1. Clear? Now for verification part, first we will write what is a 3, b minus 1, c minus 4, and take your alpha as 4 by 3 and beta as minus 1. Now sum of the zeros is equal to alpha plus beta, which is giving you 4 by 3 plus minus 1, so minus 1. And here you get 4 minus 3 by 3, which is 1 by 3. Okay. Now negative coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x will give you how much? You have to get your negative coefficient of x, which is minus b by a. Minus of minus 1 divided by a is 3, so we are getting 1 by 2. Therefore, sum of the zeros is equal to negative coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x. One part, then product of the zeros is equal to alpha beta, which is alpha is 4 by 3 into minus 1, so minus 4 by 3. Okay. Now you have to check for constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Constant term is how much? It is minus 4 and coefficient of this is minus c by a, right? So you will get c as negative 4 and a is your 3. So both are same value, therefore product of zeros is equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Okay. Hence your verification is over.